ladies and gentlemen of the press. Hi, I'm Leo D, and I'd like to tell you about my idea for tonight. It's an International D's Day to be celebrated today, the 10th of April. First of all, let me introduce myself. I am the husband of Lucy D and the father of 5 beautiful kids. That is until Friday morning at 10:52 a.m. The 7 of us set off in 2 cars from our home in Efrat, near Jerusalem, on Friday morning to meet my parents, sister, and nephews who were driving up in a 3rd car for a holiday in Tiberia. Lucy was with Maya and Karen in our white Nissan Micra, and I was with Talia and Yehuda in our brown Nissan Micra. We were ahead of the other cars. At 11:07, I received a call from my sister who had set off with my parents an hour behind us. She told us that there had been an attack on a car on the route up north, and she'd been diverted. Were we okay? Yes, I said, but let me immediately call Lucy. I called Lucy. No answer. I called Maya. No answer. I called Rena. No answer. Then I saw a missed call from Maya at 10:52. I hadn't noticed it ring. I hadn't picked up the phone. The feeling that she called me during the attack and I wasn't able to speak to her will come back and haunt me for a while. I checked Google Family Link and I saw that they were all located at the Hamra Junction. At the same moment, however, Tali had seen posted on Instagram a photograph that a passing car must have taken of the wreck, where she saw the back of a white car with a bullet hole and suitcases on the back seat with blood on. The suitcases were definitely ours. I immediately turned around. I drove like a lunatic to the Hamra Junction. We got there at 12:30. The police wouldn't let us see the car, and by this point we knew that the 2 younger girls had been killed by a terrorist with an automatic Kalashnikov rifle, 20 bullets. And the older woman had been airlifted to Hadassah Ein Kerem Hospital in Jerusalem. I wanted to be with Lucy in the hospital, but we couldn't believe that this was our car until we saw our family. So I wanted to see the girls, or at least the car, for myself. After what seemed like a lifetime, it was actually 3 lifetimes, I convinced them to bring us an ID card that they'd rescued from the scene. It was Maya's. I went numb. I didn't cry yet. I was highly rational. I went back to the car and I drove another hour and a half straight to the hospital. Lucy had had 2 bullets, one through her brainstem and one lodged at the top of her spine. There was an operation. There was reason for hope. But alas, our family of 7 is now a family of 4. Today is the first time that the 3 festivals of Pesach, Easter, and Ramadan have coincided for 30 years. Pesach and Easter are both festivals about redemption, making the world into a better place. Fasting on Ramadan, I have learned, generates empathy for those in need, and thereby is also about making the world into a better place. Making the world into a better place is a good thing. All world religions believe that we have the power to differentiate between good and evil, so that we can choose to do good. And if we choose to do good, then we make the world into a better place. I am saddened that recently, maybe over the past 20 years of my life, this innate ability to differentiate between good and evil has gradually been lost from humanity. That's why I wish to designate today, the 10th of April, as D's Day. Today we differentiate between good and evil, right and wrong. And how do we differentiate between good and evil? We use our gut feeling. There's no better formula. We can't trust an app. We can't trust the news. Sorry, gentlemen. We can only trust our intuitions. So how would I like you to celebrate D's Day this year? If you feel that it was wrong to shoot dead at close range 3 beautiful, innocent young ladies in the prime of their lives, then please post a picture of you or your spouse or your children with an Israeli flag, or just post a picture of an Israeli flag and share it on Facebook, Instagram, or whatever social media app you use. If you don't have an Israeli flag, make one. I'll show you how. There's a line at the top, there's a line at the bottom, there's a triangle, an upside-down triangle, and that's an Israeli flag. If somebody wants to take a picture, they can post it on Instagram. That takes about 10 seconds. For too long, we have let a small minority try to convince us that there is no such thing as right and wrong. Everything is relative. And it's cathartic to do this because sometimes when we do wrong, we know we have to make up for it. But if we pretend that there is no right and wrong, maybe we'll get away scot-free. But that attitude to life is actually like a cocaine addiction. I'm told you can take one shot of cocaine and feel good. And likewise, when you convince yourself that
אלה הדברים של יהודי, עיקרם של הדברים. הוא מתאר את אותה נסיעה בו איבד את רעייתו ושתי בנותיו. הוא אומר, היינו משפחה של שבעה, היום אנחנו משפחה של ארבעה. הוא מספר איך הוא גילה על כך שהרכב נפגע ואיך הוא הסתובב ונסע. הוא אמר, כמו משוגע אל הצומת, צומת חמרה. וכך גילה על מותן, הוא מדבר על החגים, על משמעותן של החגים, לא רק חג הפסח, גם הפסחא והרמדאן, והוא מבקש מהציבור הישראלי, תעלו תמונה של דגל ישראל הרשתות. באמת צריך לומר, ביום כזה להתייצב מול המצלמות, ליהודי בעל תושייה רבה, והקריאה שלו למען עם ישראל, למען מדינת ישראל, זה באמת יום קשה עבורו ויום קשה עבורנו ברגעים אלה.